Hi everybody, and in this video I decided to sketch and then paint a portrait of my daughter Caroline. So I'm just showing you how to sketch by eye. So I've got a piece of vine charcoal, and the reason I'm using vine charcoal is because it can wipe off really easily. So it's a side profile view of Caroline, so it makes it a little bit easier. So at the moment I'm just looking at the image of Caroline on my laptop and just copying off that and sketching away. Yeah, so I'm just drawing the top of the forehead, and that the top bit is where her hair is. You have to remember as well, you do paint with you do draw with paintbrushes as well as drawing with pencils and charcoal, etc. So this was just kind of a quick sketch before I started painting it. So I'm just kind of feeling my way around the portrait of Caroline at the moment. So I'm just kind of looking at the image and looking at the shapes and feeling the next marks I've got to make. So yeah, just trying to find out how long it is down to a chin and where a mouth is. So I'm just kind of looking at those areas. I'm using a ampersand panel, which is already prepared for painting. So you can order those online. I got this one from Jackson's Art Supplies. I think you can get them on Amazon and places like that. So next to the panel I've got my glass palette ready for the paints. So yeah, I just wanted to get the sketch in and then start painting. So just kind of looking how her hair falls onto the side of her head there. So I'm just following that line down with that one. So you can see I'm doing the kind of like the overall kind of proportions before I start drawing in the eyes or the mouth, etc. So. And I'm going back into looking where the ear is in comparison to Caroline's nose, etc., or the top of the ear compared with her eye. So I'm just kind of looking at those reference points at the moment. Because I'm not really measuring at the moment, it won't be exactly right. So this initial sketch is just giving me an idea of where everything is, and once I get this down I can measure properly then, really. Once I've got like this initial drawing down as a reference. I mean, whilst I'm playing this back and doing the voiceover, I can obviously see areas where I've gone a little bit wrong that need correcting. I think sometimes when you're up close to the canvas, you don't see things quite so well. It's good to always step back and you get better perspective. But so obviously I've actually drawn Caroline's head a bit too narrow there to the back, so but I know I do correct things as I go along. So what I was doing there was measuring the distance from the edge of Caroline's ear, the outside of Caroline's ear to the tip of her nose, and if you look at the reference photo, it's the same distance from Caroline's chin, the bottom of her chin, to her hairline is the same as the edge of the ear to the tip of the nose. So I'm just checking my measurements at the moment. Yeah, you can't quite see the edge, the back end of the pencil there. But anyway, I judged where my finger was quite a bit further back. So, and obviously it looks too far back because I had made Caroline's head too narrow. So that's why it looks so far back. When I come to the painting stage, you do adjust things further as well, refine it. Like I said, I take the painting stage, and remembering this is like a quick sketch, a painting portrait, so it's done pretty quick. So I'm in the mindset when I'm doing this that I am still going to be doing the measurements to a certain degree and corrections with the paintbrush as well. So that's kind of going on in my mind. So I'm being a bit not as careful as I could be with some of these measurements because I know I'm going to correct them again in the painting stage. But I think sometimes if you do take a little bit longer to get your measurements a bit more accurate, it obviously makes the painting stage a bit better, because you're not getting caught up correcting too many things. Yeah, as you would have known, I've painted Caroline with a bit more in-depth portrait previously. So I didn't care that the like a ponytail and the hair at the back was kind of going out of shot a little bit, or off the edge of the panel. I wasn't too bothered about that because I've already painted her. And this is a like a learning kind of quick spontaneous sketch of her. So kind of trying to work out then the I didn't measure it, which I probably should have done, but I was just trying to look at how wide her neck was there in in relation to the photograph. Now I'm just checking there with a straight line from the pencil from like her chin or mouth up to her forehead to see if that is lining up correctly. So I'll be holding the pencil towards the photograph of Caroline on the laptop, and then I'll be turning around back to the panel and checking to see if that's correct. Now at the moment I'm looking at that bottom third from you have the 3/3 from the hairline on the forehead to the nose, to the eyebrows, and then so I'll start again. So I'll do it from the chin side because I was just kind of watching myself doing it. So you take a measurement from the chin to the bottom of the nose, then that equal, like I'm doing there, to the eyebrows, and then from the eyebrows to the hairline. So equal thirds. But people's faces are different. That's the general kind of thing. Caroline's fits into the three equal thirds there. So she's got a nice symmetrical face, but lots of people maybe have a short forehead and longer nose, and then down to a smaller kind of chin area, or they may have a very small nose, but the forehead and the nose to the chin area, they're both longer, but they're both the same. Or it could be shorter on the forehead, a bit longer onto the nose, the eyebrows to the nose, and then a bit longer onto the bottom of the nose to the chin. So we're all different, so that's why it's good to measure. So Caroline's was pretty easy with that respect. So just working out with the thirds where her eyebrow is, so just sketching that in. Like I say, the good thing about using Vine charcoal, it just rubs off so easy that it makes it the drawing process. But this style of painting really, a lot easier. I'm trying to find the middle of her face there, and so it would be where her eyes sit. So I'm trying to find the eye area. That's what I'm looking for. Looking back into the reference photo, just kind of making a little bit sketchy things there, just trying to feel for where that eye is. Looking at the angle from the eyebrow down to the eye. And what I saw then was the nostril, this corner of the nostril. I was looking at that in relation to Caroline's eye going up. So that's what was making me adjust that then. Like I say, when I start painting, and that's a good thing about using oil paints, is that I will use those paints as a, the brushes as like a pen drawing, almost like a pencil. So I'll still be drawing with the paint brushes. And the good thing about using the oil paints is the, obviously the oil paint hides what you've been doing underneath. So yeah, just searching for the eye. Top of the eye. Now that doesn't look too bad there, but what I realised when I was re-watching this and going back, see, I'm making it lower there for some reason. I don't know why I did that, but I start to bring the eye down, and when I'm doing the painting, I realise Caroline's eye is too low. But once you start getting the paint on, it starts to reveal the errors that you've been making. So it really highlights them. So anyway, we'll correct it. But I was surprised that I started to go low, but I could see Caroline's eye looked too small when I started the painting. But anyway, it was more of a fun painting exercise anyway. It's good practice. What I'm doing there is Caroline's eyelash comes out, and I'm looking at judging the distance from her eyelash to the edge of the nose, which is making me move the eye a bit further forward there, because I'm realising that her eyelashes are kind of going like halfway in the nose, and with the eye being so far back, too far back, then the eyelashes would have been, obviously, if I'd drawn them to that where they are on the photo, they would have been way too long, the eyelashes. So I'm just using reference points like that just to try to correct the drawing errors. I can see, because I was spending a bit of time around Caroline's eye there, that's immediately telling me that I'm not happy with the way it's looking. So I must have known it was too low, or something wasn't right with it, because I keep tweaking around with it. But I think I just decided just to get on with the painting, and I just left it. So, but anyway, all turns out good in the end, I hope. Yeah, trying to find her mouth now. So looking for the shape of her mouth. sometimes drawing the nose in first is a good thing, actually. I know a lot of artists do that because you can have the nose as kind of an anchor point, and so you can take that as your reference for other features of the face when you're trying to find them. Yeah, Caroline actually said that she prefers this painting. I've only just finished it actually. I just finished it yesterday, and I thought I'll just crack on with the audio description and the video editing. But yeah, she said today, Brenda, her mum, my wife, she was doing a video call with Caroline because we live in Wales and Caroline lives in Hertfordshire. But so she showed Caroline on the video phone, and she said she prefers this painting to the more drawn out one that I did previously of her. Yeah, get rid of that area there. Yeah, scrub that vine charcoal out and start again. So what I'm doing, I'm looking where Caroline's mouth comes out, and I'm looking up other features like the top of her nose there, and that's why I'm getting a little bit distracted, because I'm my eyes are glancing back into looking at these different references, and then I'm spotting there might be an error where I'm correcting now, just come down to the bridge of her nose and her eye, because this is all being triggered by looking for where her mouth is. There you go, you see I'm trying to get a reference coming down to get the corner of her mouth, and it's kind of making me look at other features that I've just drawn in. There you go, I'm just taking that line down. See, what's happening there is I drew the line for Caroline's eyebrow, and I should have, the line should have been the bottom of Caroline's eyebrow, and I should have gone to shading up above it to create the thickness of the eyebrow. And then I've shaded underneath for some reason, which then will make my measurements to the eye wrong. See, if the eyebrow had been the other way and higher, I would see straight away that that gap between Caroline's eye and the eyebrow was way too big, so I would have known straight away that her eye is too low. I would have measured again and realised her eye is too low. So yeah, just trying to get the shape of the tip of Caroline's nose right there, and the shape of her chin, how it goes in and comes out. See how easy it is to wipe that vine charcoal off, which is really good if you want to tweak around with your drawing and get things right. messing around with the eye too much there, making a hash of it. Leave it alone, Paul. Right, just yeah, I'm just going over the features a bit, just making sure things are not too bad. Yeah, just trying to get that tip of the nose right again. So I'm feeling the I'm feeling that I'm getting it right there. Yeah, just trying to follow the path of her hair there, and yeah, just a chin. I know at this point I'll just be wanting to get on with the painting. Yeah, just trying to find the neck. So I'm just basically having a kind of a feel around the portrait, just to see if things are not looking quite exactly right. So I'm just tweaking around with her hair and things like that. I do actually reshape her ear a little bit in the painting. I think it's a little bit too small, and I think probably might still be a little bit too further back. I know doing that to a neck there was wrong, because look how wide I've made a neck. It should have gone in. I should have followed how I was originally doing it, but I do correct it anyway when I start painting. But yeah, I've made a neck too thick there. But I got to say, I really enjoy this kind of process of being an artist. That you know, doing these quick sketches, keep your eye in, and then this is all done spontaneously, and then doing a quick paint over it, keep the paint looser instead of being so kind of tight, blending and being quite, you know, every little detail, working it, but just keeping it loose. Yeah, on the right as well, that glass palette, you can see as I kind of changing the angle as I'm looking at the drawing. Sometimes you can see the reflection of my head. Yeah, so what I'm doing now is I've got a pencil. I'm going to go around what I've just put on there, and then I'm going to rub off the fine charcoal and leave the pencil outline, and that's what I'll be painting over. I mean, you could paint over the charcoal, but problem is it's so loose on the the canvas or the panel, it'll just start smudging and coming off, and it'll start mixing with the paints. If you painted titanium white over the charcoal, you get that, pick up the dirt or the darkness of the charcoal in it. So it's best just to wipe off the charcoal and leave the pencil drawing there. I think that's one of the nice things about using a panel to paint on, is that it's really easy to do this, to go over with the pencil and then get a rag or something and just wipe the charcoal off. Makes the process very kind of simple. It's probably okay still on the canvas doing that, but just the smooth surface of the wooden panel makes it, quite an easy thing. Just trying to remember if I've got all the pencil sketches on the underpainting. Oh, sorry, underdrawing. Yeah, I'm trying to think, did I draw the mouth in or not? And last thing, just wipe off the charcoal and leave the drawing underneath, and then we can start painting. So I'll see you for the painting stage.